For a long time, I used to think of Vienna as my city, as my home in fact, but now I am bound to say that I don't feel at home in a cesspit which has been filled brimful with filth by pseudo-socialists. And I am no longer as interested as I once was in hearing music performed. I prefer reading the scores by myself, though this is a vastly more expensive pleasure. But what is one offered today at these concerts in the Musikverein or the concert hall? The marvelous conductors of the past have turned into crude, sensation-seeking animal tamers, and the orchestras have become feeble-minded under these tamers. I've seen all the museums, and the Viennese theater is the shabbiest in the whole of Europe. The Burgtheater today is nothing but a witless, though unwitting, parody of the theater in general, in which anything to do with the intellect is totally lacking, nothing but provincialism and farce, to say nothing of the other theaters, whose daily diet of dilettantism is perfectly in tune with the utterly tedious society of today, and naturally I would find it intolerable to live under the same roof as my sister. That became clear to me when she was in Pieckskam just now. She'd make life hell for me, and I'd make life hell for her. And before very long, one of us would kill the other. We've never been able to live together under one roof. However, it's quite possible that my sister was genuinely concerned about me and my future when she invited me to stay with her in her Vienna apartment, though ultimately I find myself unable to believe this since I know her. On the other hand, I told myself, I'm not sufficiently curious to go to Vienna just to inspect her new apartment, which probably contains any number of precious objects, and by no means tastelessly arranged either. Quite the contrary. That's just what would make me white hot with rage. Look, my little brother, this vase is from Upper Egypt. I can just hear her saying it, and then waiting to see what I have to say about it, although she knows what I'm going to say. We're an intelligent pair, and in 4.5 decades we've been able to develop our intelligence to a high degree in our different ways, our different directions. I in mine and she in hers, up to today. If I were to go to Vienna, I should only need to take my traveling bag with me, since there would be no question of working in Vienna. Not at my sister's anyway. And not if I stayed in a hotel either, for Vienna has always been inimical to my work. I've never succeeded with any work in Vienna. I've started a number of projects there, but I've never completed a single one, and this has always resulted in a terrible feeling of shame. Once, 25 years ago, I managed to complete something on Webern in Vienna, but as soon as I'd completed it, I burned it because it hadn't turned out properly. Vienna has always had a paralyzing effect on me, even though I would never admit it.